So there is an artillery coming out for Ding.
Again, Tornado going with that lineup of theirs. An object 416, a double bat, and 4 houses. But nice damage to near you on the crossing there from the side of Ding. That helps them out just a little bit. Nesquik takes some as well. I wanted to talk about the initial start here coming out from both teams. So this time around, Tornado is sending 2 bat shots across. This is something they didn't do before. Against NSS, it was only the 416 and they didn't get the punish, but now they definitely did.
Yeah, Near, you taking a shot from the artillery there as well. You can see he's got a dead commander, a big deal in a bat chat. I'm not sure if he does have a med kit available to him, but I suspect not.
Breakneck is going to climb the 0 line right now in that bat chat. Once he gets up, this kind of breaks the tactic from Tornado. It's he'll be able to crossfire the middle very effectively. There you can see the man is up already. He's going on to the second stage. He might take 1 shot from Nesquik here. Should take 1 shot. Nope. Nesquik not in position to do so. So he's going to be fairly... That's actually really good.
Really, really good for Ding. And they started off very well. I mean, Near You is near a 1-shot, depending on which tank it is. A mouse can 1-shot him, maybe not a bat chat, but they've got the artillery there as well, doing work onto server. He gets another shot in. They've got the bat chat up on the boost for free, essentially. Good map control coming out for Ding at the moment, but Tornado have immediately responded. They've pushed into the hill now, and they're going to try and force the issue onto Ding. This is what Tornado does that not many other teams do. They push on the defensive side. They take the fight on their own terms.
Yeah, Hookling there on the TVP, trying to make some magic happen. He does not connect his shots though. He's obviously playing against Diator Nuclear, 2 of the best players on the Russian server. They have taken the hill. Now, the straights here, Ding needs to win them, or they go for a solid counter push, right? There's 2 options. They go for a solid counter push, but realistically they got to make this artillery piece work. And server going there, going against Positive. I think this might be the end of him, honestly.
Have to keep an eye on that. Be dangerous for Ding, but with Tornado in the position that they're in, I find it hard to believe that Ding's going to have an easy time of actually making this work. You said you thought that the artillery had to be the key part here for Ding, but also that player up on the boost needs to get involved. Positive doing a very, very good job here onto server. He almost would have been able to take him down. He's got another chance for a shot, but these pixel shots not working out in his favor. Server needs to keep peaking if Positive wants to find this kill, and I think that Server's well aware that he does not want to go down here, so he's decided not to peek. Baits Positive in forward a little bit, so Positive does take a bit of damage there, and Server will get out alive unless Positive decides to push forward and try and take him down, but the gun depression on the bat chat, not quite enough for him, and so Tornado survived with 7 tanks alive, but Ding are doing a good amount of damage right now.
Ooh, Positive just about missing, getting 2 shots towards him, none of those connecting, so a little bit lucky there. Those pixel shots, yeah, he had to take them to try and make the difference.
Well, that could have been the straw that breaks the camel's back for Tornado. If he had been able to kill that bad chat, opens up the 1-2 line a bit.
They still have something that nobody else had against Tornado, and they push the middle like this. They have Breakneck on that climb, and he needs to be the man that does a lot of damage from there. Yep. The angles he can work are significant. So if we want to see Ding, first of all, they need to balance this HP they have because they're down. You can't push into mouses when you're below HP of your opponent. So they're going to have to balance that out, right? That's step number 1. This is RT's territory, though. I mean, if Ding gets the right spots...
Near You down to 45 HP, another shot coming out from the Artie. And a dead commander on both of the bat chats now for Tornado. Also a dead driver for Server. That's not going to be a fun time if you're in a bat chat when you have 2 or 1 dead crew members.
Well, they both have dead commanders, so that kind of means they can't spot anything. They won't know when they're spotted either. Obviously, dead commander means no 6th sense available towards these 2 tanks. Now, this means Nesquik is going to have to be spotting, and Server and Near You are going to have to be very careful, because if they get spotted, they obviously won't know, and that will give Ding a lot of time to finish them off. Like, Near You is spotted right now. He doesn't know.
Oh, Positive gets the kill there as well. It's an opening now for Ding. They've got the player advantage. Server's also a 1-shot, so this is a very, very real winnable round for Ding, and the important thing is that they're also on the attack. If they win this round, moving on to the defensive side, maybe a little easier time for them, and they can turn this into a 2-0, but that's all hypotheticals at this point. Meritorious with the GW Tiger P gets the kill onto the bat chat, and now 2 players advantage for Ding. 2 more guns in the game, a lot more damage available to them, and they just need to close this one out. They cannot allow a round like this to go back over to Tornado when they've got the advantage that they do.
The coordination should be there now between Breakneck and Elian. There we go, a bounce coming out from that bat shot even on top of the hill. Breakneck should be able to finish off Nesquik without much harm. I don't know if he has view range all the way up onto there, if he can see him, but obviously with RD, with Elian, they should be able to coordinate the shots to take him down if he gets spotted again. But this is good for Ding. This is down in HP, but once they gather up the guns and go for a decisive push, they'll have 2 extra.
4 minutes and 42 seconds left on the clock. Ding, it's not time yet for them to push in, but they need to be well aware of that timer, because 4 minutes can very, very quickly turn into 3 minutes or 2 minutes, and at that point, that's when you're starting to scramble for positioning, scramble for kills on the attacking side. You know that you need to make something happen, and they do need to make sure that that is not going to be an issue for them, because for now, they have the time, but if they get in a position where they have to push forward quickly, that's when mistakes start to creep into the gameplay, and that's when Tornado, with their superior experience, with their superior skill, are going to start to pull ahead.
See Wot-Noob though starting to move up in that TVP. He needs to make sure he doesn't take too much damage to get into the base, but if he can get there, if he takes that J6, J7 area, it'd be disastrous for Tornado, because look at their positions, all 4 of them on the hill. When Wot-Noob takes that position, he will be able to shoot them from behind. He will take the initial damage, right, for crossing over, but he has more than enough left to make it work.
He's going to be a real issue here for Tornado as well. Breakneck, have a look at the shot he's got here. The angle is perfect for him. He just needs to make sure that these shots are going to connect. One does go in. I don't think that was from him though. But regardless, Tornado, they've been crossfired now. They're completely surrounded, and Ding, it's only a matter of time before they start to get the damage across. Here it comes, Griffin down very, very quickly to 751 HP. He's a little bit worse for wear right now. Theodore starting to take some damage as well, as the mouse is now pushing forward for Ding. Should be enough here to close things out in the favor of the Europeans.
Yeah, there we go. Positive in the meantime cleans up Nesquik. This only leaves these 4 mouses. They are pushing forward because it's their last resort, their last attempt to win this game. But look at Ding. They're going to be coming from behind. They're going to coming from everywhere. Wot-Noob should make his move now to get a bit positive from behind. They need to get there quickly though before these mouses die, but they should be in full control.
I think it doesn't really matter at this point, even if the mouses go down for Ding. They have enough health on the pool, they have enough bat chance available, they have the TVP there as well, and Tornado have 3 very, very unhealthy mouses, and then Apple Wow as well. Not looking too hot at the moment either. This should be the first round for Ding, and at least they're going to be able to keep this one competitive. Karitz, he's a one-shot now. Shokish and Karitz have been doing a good job of just juggling that aggro and making sure neither of them does go down. Breakneck will push forward, take a couple of shots from both of the mouses up there on the hill, but in reality, what does it matter as we see the multi-kill coming out for positive? Breakneck, he needs just one more shot here into Nuclear, and he will be able to take him down, maybe 2, if the roll is not favorable for him. There we go, and that is going to be Ding taking out round number 1 here on Minds. 2-1, still the advantage over in the favor of Tornado Energy, but Ding, they claw one back.
Yeah, Ding very well played there. You could see Meritorious had a real effect on with that RT play coming out from him. I mean, getting the kill, removing those commanders from those bad shots was very crucial. That bad shot couldn't spawn near you, was trying to make a dash for it back into the base because they know they left an opening. What they probably wanted to do in near you, if you wonder why he was crossing, he probably wanted to go back and do the climb from their side. That would block off Breakneck for most of the game.
Looking at the post-battle stats here, Positive doing a lot of damage there. The GW Tiger P also making an entrance quite high up the scoreboard. Generally, you don't see an artillery doing that much damage, but he definitely had an impact in that one. Really was a key part of that lineup for Ding, and good to see them being able to pull that round off, and now hopefully that's going to settle